Today I'm going to help you beat some of the most popular meta decks in the game, including Splash Yard and Logbait. Let me know if this video helps you guys by leaving a like and a comment down below. Hope you enjoy. We got Lucas coming in here, Lucas Lara from Lemay Gaming. A usual starting play just always is you can go Tombstone, you can go Skelly Drags. I like to usually wait for my opponent to make the first play, and that's what they do here. Barbell Spears. I'm not sure what this is. Barbell Spears Goblin Gang. I'm going to go Mega Minion here to tank for some Spear Goblins. At the beginning of the game, it's always nice to make sure you're not taking too much damage. I'm going to go with the Hound here. I'm feeling good about the Hound. He just used 2 of his air cards, so I feel pretty good about that. I might even just go Barbs here. Yeah, I like the Barbs here. So basically, we're going to go apply split lane pressure. He has to deal with these barbs, and we avoid losing our tower from that. So I think that was a good play there. He's still going to take a bunch of damage from these barbarians, even though he played a cannon cart. So I don't think that was a good play by him. But as you can see, we are going to retake the damage lead here, and I believe we could just go with the tombstone for this cannon cart. We're going to go with Skelly Drags as well here. Sadly, the cannon card. Wait, he doesn't lock. Okay, wait, hold on. This cannon card didn't lock. Okay, I was about to say that the goblins were going to push that into the tower, but thankfully they did not. So we're doing good here. He misses his mortar as well, so that's just going to be game. Even if he didn't miss his mortar, we were just going to go kill his mortar, and then we were just going to zap the spear goblins. The same thing would have happened, and I believe the skeleton dragons would have taken his tower, or almost taken his tower. So I think even if he did pull that balloon, we still would have been fine. The general strategy against decks like this is to be as aggressive as you can without sacrificing damage. So as you can see, I went with my lava, then I played some light defense. As you can see, I played defense when he played enough elixir for me to commit to the defense. If he's just going mortar, as you can see, I tanked it and went with the lava, but he decided to go with more than the mortar, so I figured it was a good play to go with the barbs there. And we're just going to go barbarians on this Evo mortar because we don't want the Evo mortar doing its thing. It does like 700 damage a shot if you don't defend the goblins. And how the hell do you actually defend the goblins? Like, somebody tell me, I don't even know, but usually these decks have minion horde. Yeah, as you can see, we're just going to zap, take out the minion horde. But in situations where, you know, obviously we aren't in a huge damage lead, you're going to want to often save your fireball for your lava pushes. And if you know they have minion horde, then you want to kind of hover your fireball, because you need to be fast with your fireball if you're going to be able to kill the minion horde quickly. Never trust the Skelly Drags on the minion horde. Even if you have Skelly Drag zap, I still don't trust them very well. So always try and save your fireball for the minion horde, and never really go in. I think this is a tip for any matchup. Don't go in on offense without your spells. So always make sure before you go LAVALOON that you have fireball and zap ready to go. Cesaria here is not playing anything, so usually I wait 10 to 15 seconds, maybe a little longer, then go Tombstone first play. It's not like it's not that big of a deal. It's not there's not Albert Einstein level IQ behind this play. It's just, let's get the game started. My God, I'm recording a video. We're fireballing the Ice Wizard there. Graveyard, Splash Yard, 100%, 150% Splash Yard here. Against Splash Yard, you always want to save your barbs. Never go lava when your opponent can just go Baby Dragon Graveyard, because that's how you lose the game. You win this game off of chip damage. So it's going to be very important for us to save our barbarians and use our lavas at the right time here. And so I'm going to go Skelly Drag's barbs here. I think it's a good play. We're going to whittle down this knight. Thank God he isn't evolved, because we're going to have to switch up the flow when he's evolved. But hey, we're going to be able to tank for this baby dragon as well with these barbs. So I think that was just overall, it was okay. You know, we defended that as well as we could have, I think, for a pretty aggressive play by him. And now he's got to respond to these barbarians. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think Tombstone, because hey, like, I won't do these lavas if he has Graveyard in cycle, but since he doesn't, since he just used it, then I can go lava. Usually I'll only go lava in this matchup when I have barbarians, but since he doesn't have Graveyard in hand, I don't need to to do none of that. So we're gonna go with the balloon here. I'm gonna be prepared to fireball. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna Mega Minion. He's gonna give me a free baby dragon here, so I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much. And then we're just gonna go ahead and fireball this bad boy up here, and we should be able to get some little bit of damage, whether it's with the death bomb or the lava pups. Oh, I wanted to get a death bomb there with the zap. But it didn't work. However, we're now in a 500 damage lead, so that's pretty good. We've got the barbarians ready as well, so I can go lava whenever I want now. Because in double elixir you can go lava and then barb. So you got to be careful if you suspect that they're about to go night graveyard or baby dragon graveyard, then don't go lava like that, because they'll get the upper hand. But since he went night in the back, I know that he's not going to go baby dragon graveyard at the bridge. I can just tell. Night graveyard or night in the back isn't a play that, you know, they do when they want to do that. So we're going to drop a fireball here. We're going to use a tombstone to try and get this knight to stop moving, and the fireball actually makes the Mega Minion go ahead and kill that baby dragon, so that's good. But the evolved knight, he's a big pain in the ass. We need to make him stop moving in order to kill him. So he makes log bait and he makes graveyard much tougher matchups, but it's okay, because once you get a hang of like what you need to do to counter him, it becomes easier. So you just need to get him to stop moving. Tombstone is a great counter for him, although you need to make sure you have an air card as well helping out. So we get fireball damage. I always want to try and fireball the tower. Obviously my goal is to try and kill his counter push, so I don't want him to have a counter push that he can go graveyard in. So if he's just going like barb barrel graveyard every time, then I'm going to take that because I can just barbs on it. However, a counter push is much more difficult to deal with. So as you can see, we did a 5 for, I believe, 5 for 11 trade there. So yeah, that was really good. A +6 elixir trade, and it lets me get basically a 1 elixir lava hound down. And we could just stack here with the skellies and the barbs just to make sure we take as little damage as possible. And since he overcommits with the poison, we can just go in with our balloon, and he's letting this lava chip him down. And now all the damage he just got from that graveyard push is gone because he let my lava lock on. So unfortunately, oh, that wasn't a good zap. I tried to get him to target the barbs, but it's whatever. We're going to be able to win this game, I think, if we could just play a little bit of defense. I feel like he's going to counter put. Yeah, he's going to counter push with this. So we're just going to fireball these double baby dragons. This is what I mean by counter pushing. You have to watch out if the opponent's going to counter push or not, because they're going to take every opportunity to counter push that they can. So you want to make sure that you're doing the best job possible to kill their baby dragon and ice whiz on their side of the arena. So use the Mega Minion, use the skeleton dragons. I don't know what the hell I just said there. We're gonna have to use the zap. I want to kill this thing, and since the knight is never going to die, we just use the barbs, and they're going to wrap up the graveyard. And yeah, that's why it's so important to make sure that, oh wait, oh my gosh, yeah, we can't let him get to the tower. So it's so important to make sure that we're not letting the opponent counter push, because it is much easier to defend just a graveyard than it is a massive graveyard push. So GG's there. Hope you guys got some tips against Splash Yard. Let's get on to the next one. Juice World, he's a bait player. I don't know what bait deck he's playing, but I do know he is a bait player. So let's see if we can pull off this W. Bait versus log bait, or oh my god, log bait versus lava is not a great matchup for me. So it's unfortunate, but we can definitely win if we play it right. So we will see. Skelly Drags are going to full counter the Goblin Gang. Nice. You want to get the placement down where they hit the Goblins and the Spear Goblins. Like one of them targets the Spears, one of them targets the Gobs. We want to be careful when we lava in this matchup, because you don't want to get punished. You don't want to get Night Goblin Ganged, and you don't want to get Ice Spirit barreled. So we're just going to split barbs here. I don't feel comfortable going in lava until I know his building. If it's Tesla, you can go with many more lavas, but if he's playing Inferno, you've got to play much smarter. And the Tesla got a buff recently, so there's going to be more Tesla. It is Tesla indeed. There's going to be more Tesla than usual, because it did get buffed. I don't know if Tesla's better than Inferno Tower, but it did get buffed, so there's a lot more people using it. And I will definitely take that, because it's a better matchup for us. So I think, yeah. Okay, we're going to go tombstone after that. Okay, so I like to plant tombstones. I just think that if you plant tombstones, if you keep them down, then you don't really have to worry about night goblin gang as much. So you can kind of just like, if you have a tombstone down, it's not that the tombstone is going to counter the night goblin gang pushes they do. It's that it deters them. They don't do it as much. So that's why it's good to do that. We're going to go probably Mega Minion here. I could tell the barrels on the left side. Very thankful that when did that start happening? Does anybody know? Let me know in the comments if you know, but like the left tower starts helping out against the barrels. I don't think that used to happen, but now it does. So pretty interesting. We're going to go Skelly Dragons, and ooh, that's very good. The knight is in the wrong lane. If he puts the knight in the same lane as my push, it is much more difficult to stop, but he put it in the wrong lane. So now we can just barbs on top and pretty easily wrap that up. I can go with the zap on the barrel because he doesn't have Inferno Tower, so I don't need to worry about killing or resetting his Inferno Tower. We can go with the second Lava Hound here too, because he's got to respond to the Evo barbs or they're going to take his whole tower pretty much. Okay, well they weren't, but he thinks they are, so that's really good for us. And we are going to get a nice size push down. I think I'm going to fireball the princess even though she's at really low HP, because it's going to allow my lava pups to get the damage that we need to seal this game. So we played really well. He made a big mistake with that knight at the beginning, and well, it wasn't at the beginning, it was the beginning in double elixir with that knight to pull the Mega Minion. So you can use the Evo barbs very well in this matchup. Make sure you use them to counter the Evo knight as well, and I think that went pretty well, and we capitalized off of his mistakes. We've got Chris. He was a CRL competitor, according to his battle banner. I don't know who he is, but I just saw that badge, and that means he's a really good player. So we're going to be up against a pretty good player, and that's tough, man. That's tough, but I feel good about our chances because we're on a roll here. I also feel good about our chances because I think it's Remielli's Wallbreaker deck, which is being played even more now. Thank God. It's a good matchup because of the Evolved Knight. So the Evolved Knight actually makes this matchup way more trickier, but the general gist is the same. We want to be saving Fireball and Zap for offensive pushes. As you can see, I have this is my ideal scenario. I have Lava, a Ground Troop, Fireball, and Zap. That's my ideal play here. And now, even with the zap, he's going to be able to pull with the wall breakers. A lot of times people will mess up that placement, but this guy is a CRL competitor, so obviously he's not going to mess up the placement. I like Skeleton Dragons instead of Tombstone. With Tombstone, we would have taken no damage, but we also have no counter push. With the Skeleton Dragons, we just force down an extra 8 elixir that he might not have played if we go Tombstone. So we're going to get a lot of damage from this anyways, and we're in the damage lead. Very nice. So I like to always, in these types of matchups, if I can defend with a troop that benefits me on offense, I would rather do that. So we're going to go ahead and sack this Magic Archer on the left side because it's not worth it to defend it with any of the cards I had. Only takes 700 damage as well, and now we can just sack this. So beautiful. We're gonna be in a good spot here, I think. Hey, look at that. I mean, I'm not going to go over there. I'm not going to go touch that right tower because don't be fooled. You're only taking one tower in this matchup. They have good enough defense, but hey, that's nice that we can potentially switch lanes if we need to. This is not good. This is absolutely very not good. We're going to go Skeleton Dragons here, and all we need to do is save the tower, but it is rough, dude. This knight is so good. We're going to use Zap here. I imagine the Wallbreakers, yep, Tombstone. Wallbreakers are such a good card, dude. They're actually such a good card. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble. I am going to need to go same lane as him so that I can play defense and offense in the same lane. So that's kind of good that we got that barb damage earlier because we are ending up going in the same lane as him. We're gonna have to fireball these. We're honestly gonna have to fire. Like, I did not want to fireball those, but we kind of had to. I was not trusting the Skelly Dragons to wrap that up there. I believe we're hitting the Magic Archer. Okay, we are hitting the Magic Archer. Nice. I couldn't see because of the bomb tower. He's a bit chunky, but we're gonna zap up here, kill the spear goblins, and this I feel like we should be able to break through here. He's got a Magic Archer. Ooh, the Magic Archer targets the Mega Minion instead of the balloon, and now we're gonna be able to. Ooh, the Mega Minion, dude. The Mega Minion just put in so much work. He distracted the Magic Archer and killed both the wall breakers. W freaking Mega Minion, man. We're facing Hunter, the Icebow player. He's a really good Icebow player. One of the only Icebow players that's still around. Icebow's been bad for a while. But hey, Evo Knight is around, so his deck got a little buff, and the Tesla got buffed. So, I mean, he did get a little buff. So, you know the drill. If we lose to him, you got to go sub to him. So, anyways, we usually split the barbs in the back. Not against Icebow, but if I have Balloon in my hand, I will, because it was a good starting play. I don't like to go lava early. And plus, if he's going to go, you know, with the Icebow to punish barbs in the back, I do have the Balloon. What the excuse me? He hasn't so my confidence in this matchup just got like lowered by like triple the amount that it usually was. That Tesla scares me. I'm not even gonna lie, that Tesla scares me. Like because I know what's coming. The Icebow. So we're gonna go Balloon here, and we're gonna try and take out this Tesla and then move on and go take out that Icebow. And we're gonna zap the retarget onto the Skellies. He does a tornado. Okay, I'll give him that. He got a little extra damage for that, so a pretty good play. But I feel like that was very good that we got that fireball down as quick as we did, so we were able to get skeleton dragon damage. Because with this matchup, any Icebow matchup like this, if you can get that damage in single, you can bail yourself out and take a lot more damage from Icebow, or you can afford to take a lot more damage from Icebows. Like, obviously it's not going to be good that we're taking any damage from Icebows, but like here we're going to have a little more leeway because we were able to get that big damage connection. So I think the best play here, I don't even know. I think we might have to we're going to have to fireball this, because we got to take that Icebow out. And as you can see here, we're only down 100 damage after letting 2 big Icebows connect to my tower. So that's very helpful that we were able to get that damage earlier. Just going to drop a zap here. I guess that zap wasn't great. Oh my god. You don't know how much it infuriates me that the 2 skeleton dragons will go from being able to get like 500 damage to chasing 1 skeleton. Oh my god, it is painful. So here we're going to go with the lava to block this wizard. My goal is to try and take out his Icebows. We're going to go fireball. I feel like it's good fireball value. And since the knight isn't moving, the mega minion's going to do a good job at taking out that evolved knight. He's back to another wizard, however, and it's going to be tricky for us to defend his Icebow, which I know is incoming as well. So we're going to drop a tombstone because I know it's coming. Yep, there is the Icebow right there. We're honestly gonna, I think, use Mega Minion and maybe Barbs here, because we're just gonna try and block this, and then we can use a Balloon here as well. We just want to stall the Icebow out while we use this Balloon to try and get his Icebow taken out. And we are going to be able to take it out, but unfortunately we do take a lot of damage right there. So we're down to 1600. But like I said, we haven't touched his tower since that play in single. So it's kind of helpful that we got that damage, because I believe that will be able to help us. We're going to wait for this wizard to lock on to the lava, go Barbs as well here, because he doesn't have a good counter to Barbs. Wizard's his best counter to Barbs. I don't know what he has for this. No evolved knight in cycle, no wizard in cycle. The Barbs just shredded the knight, and now he's gonna have to rocket all this, but he doesn't have enough elixir. So by the time he does go rocket, he takes 1,000,000 damage and misses the balloon, and that'll do it for the Icebow matchup. Okay, well, it wasn't really Icebow, but Wizard Bow matchup.